Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You can't discriminate. I'm not going to go into other shit. I'm not even going to go into the other things you got to shout out. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Children's, girls, boys, cats, and dogs. Welcome to another installment of the Wash Your Back podcast. I am Fillmoe Mike. Big shout out to my media team, Duarte Productions, E. McGee Photography. We also got C-Mac in this motherfucker, 763 C-Mac in this thing, man, representing. That's the editor. If y'all need anything from them, tap in with them. If you need the host of a party, you trying to sponsor, trying to do anything with Wash Your Back podcast with me or anybody on the staff, tap in with us. I forgot the email. I would mention it, but I forgot it. Anyway, though, we got a special guest in the building. We always got a special guest. Every guest of ours is special, but we got a very special guest tonight. Somebody I've been knowing for a real long time. Rapper, producer, all around good guy. We got the super producer, super rapper, Cozmo in the building, y'all. Let's make some dough. We gonna do some drink chap shit. You feel me?
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all
Let
having
me get my Dorier get on to this motherfucker. Yeah, what happened with your shit? Nah.
Appreciate you having me, my
Definitely,
guy.
man.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. I'm glad you finally here. So what you got cracking, man? Let us know.
I mean, man, you know,
I had to get like you and get my Cartiers and my glasses on. You feel me? Get my Cosmo on.
Yeah, man. So you know, I just dropped my album, man. It was a long time in the works. If Tomorrow Never Comes, I had a bunch of big features on that, man. It felt like a classic project for me, man. It was a big accomplishment, a lot of work a lot of time in the works. You know what I'm saying? A lot of songs collected over time that I just, the songs that lasted the test of time, I kept. A lot of other stuff, I didn't keep. So it was like, maybe 4 or 5 years worth of work, man. Just put into one project.
That was gonna be my next question. How, like, do you kind of like sit on the work? Do you instantly hear it? Do you like to just parlay on it and just see what you got? Are you not afraid of it becoming dated?
Nah, well, the thing is, the stuff that's dated, I don't use. You know what I mean? And like the things that might, it really, to me, it's the drums. Like, over time, I just update the quality of the records. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if something sounds dated or just the quality, as time goes by, the quality progresses. You know what I'm saying? And technology and things like that progress. So certain things that sound out of date, but really it's the drums, man. I'm heavy about the drum programming and making sure the drums sound up to speed,
If y'all don't know, he's a rapper and he's a producer. The reason he said it's been a long time coming is because he been producing forever and been on a lot of features, but never put out an album.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I had an album. I had a couple albums out.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. I had the Cozmo album I dropped back in like 2000.
Okay.
And then I had a album called Beyond Forever that came out in like 2016. But it was like an EP,
Got you. You feel me? You was talking about, we got into a lot of shit in like less than 3 minutes, but we didn't ask the most important question.
What's the most important?
Did you wash your back, my brother?
Yes. And if I didn't, the heat, the sweat just washed my back for me, man. I told you before I come, I'm washing my back, man. My back, my ass, my everything.
He
man.
definitely texted me. He was like, man, I'm washing my back before I come, man. See you soon.
Got to. So yeah, with the album, I had the Cozmo album, man. I was back in early 2000s when I was running around with Tay and JT and Quinn and everybody. And then 2006. So from there to then, I had a couple mixtapes. I featured on a bunch of Burn shit. But as far as a solo project, like 2016 was my first EP. So this was a big leap for me, man. For sure.
Did you feel like you were missing something? As far as not rapping, not putting out albums?
Yeah, I feel like I was sleeping on myself.
Got you.
Know what I mean?
I asked B Legit, I was like, did you feel like you got left out the hyphy movement? Did you feel like, because you didn't really put nothing out during the hyphy movement, right?
Yeah, who? Me?
As far as a rap.
Me, I mean,
you put out something in 2006.
I love the hyphy movement, but as far as rap, it wasn't what I was doing lyrically. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I was supportive of it because I was out there, popping pills, getting drunk at the Ambassador, getting the DUI on the way home, turning it up to the hyphy movement like everybody else. But
bro, you used to be fucked up.
Who, me?
I remember, bro, because like when you get like time be flying, right? And then oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. What's your day one name? Butcher, Tony Butcher. It was
My
Tony Butcher. Tony Butcher be quiet, but he be on like shit.
You know, anywhere Tony at is lit, bro. Tone lit. Yeah, for sure.
So, like, I remember, like, looking back, you telling this that quick story. We just started the interview, but I remember, like, damn, Cozmo did used to be kind of lit. But you was hella cool. You wasn't like no sloppy drunk, sloppy hot. No, from what I remembered.
It started getting there, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
got you.
550 Barneville.
Oh, 550, I'm on one. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So, what for the people that haven't heard the new album, let them know your star-studded lineup that you got on the album, man.
Man, well, let's just start by saying, shit, I had Jada on there.
Man, I know. That's what Jada
is
Kiss is one of my favorites, blood.
Yeah, and that shit was like all organic how it happened too, man.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people like when I do songs, man, it's all based off relationships. You know what I mean? I don't got a crazy budget. I don't got investors. It's organic.
It's me, yeah.
Yeah, it's me, man. So I had Wiz, I had Burn, I had Conway, Styles P, Main Event, fresh out of Fillmoe.
Yeah,
my boy
you know,
Manny,
yeah, for sure.
AKA
You been rocking with Manny for a while.
Yeah, day one, man.
Yeah, you rock. I'm gonna ask you about Dip too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
About Dip.
Yep.
Dip
For
my
sure.
guy, yeah.
That was your guy.
Rest in peace.
Rest
man.
in peace for surely. Dip and say you was
Dip
telling me.
Stayed in my crib, man.
Yeah. You said that nigga was so raw. Talk about that real quick while we on it.
Man, I mean, I met Dip. That was really through Manny, through the Riddler.
Okay.
That was his boy, and you know, Dip was heavy in the streets at that time, man. And Manny was trying to really save him. You know what I mean? Like, and he was from an opposite kind of side from where Manny and his people was from, and he just had a soft spot in his heart for him, man. He really fucked with Dip, and he brought him to my crib in Sac. And I remember, like, one time I went and picked him up in the Mo, brought him up to Sac. He came and stayed the night at the crib, and I remember, like, when he was leaving, like, he hugged me, but not like a homie hug, like a kid would hug his dad.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Thank
like
you,
this,
brother.
Like, yeah, man, and man, he was a good kid, man, and stupid talent, bro.
Talent.
Just so caught up in the street shit, bro. It just overshadowed the talent. You know what I'm saying? It's a very sad story.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Dip one time.
But you know, man, he still keeps his name alive and still reps him. We still talk about him. I got some of the freestyles he put out. I still got on the drives at the house and shit.
For real?
Yeah. You hear on some of the ones like he did over the Rick Ross freestyle that a lot of his homies say right at the beginning, like I love you, Cos. You know what I'm saying? That was my guy.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's up, man. Rest in peace to Dip.
Rest in peace.
For real. He was we had Gunna on here. He's definitely we were telling him I was Gunna goes global. We was like he's definitely ahead of his time. For real. He was his flow was liquid. It was like, man, he was like. It's like everything he said was supposed to say, like the bar was supposed to go how it went.
It was too real. The shit he was saying. It was dangerous.
And that part too. It was so vivid and like you could see it. You know what I mean?
I could say some shit, but then when a kid like that says some shit, you know he's out there in the really in the midst of that. It hit different, bro.
Cos, where you from?
I'm from Frisco originally.
Okay, got you.
Frisco and Marin.
Okay, got you.
You know, I went to Grattan. Me and Young Noah, we go back to
all the way back
grade.
there.
Yeah, Kevin Valdry, Boys Club page.
Off top.
All that shit, yeah.
Okay, that's
Ginseng, you know Ginseng.
Okay,
Sean.
for sure, yeah.
Those are all my best friends from childhood.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, I went to Grattan.
I remember. I mean, you know, cause it's like when I came around and like I don't know what year it was, but I met you and I can't remember if I heard your music before, and I'm probably, I'm
was always super supportive.
I was always telling you, like, bro, you hard as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
your beats was me and Box Kev used to love your beats.
Box Kev too, man. I love that guy, bro. Box Kev was the realest, bro.
He was real.
He fucked with me so heavy, bro.
He loved you, bro. I swear to God, he did. Big shout out to Box Kev one time, man.
And I never forget that shit, even though he's not out here doing this thing. I see whatever he's doing. I wish him the best.
Definitely. I'm gonna make sure he get this message.
Kev
Box
is a real one,
yeah,
man.
definitely Box Kev.
Love you, bro.
I gave him that name too.
Is
Box
that right?
Kev, yeah.
That's crazy.
Because Box Kev, I was like, you know what your name gonna be? Box Kev.
Box Kev.
And he ran with it.
That's fire.
Good look.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the people, How'd you hook up with Bern? How did that come about?
So that came about through my good brother Genesee.
Oh, Genesee,
Haji Springer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Haji really brought. So back at that time, we was in Richmond over like off San Pablo and Carson area, right?
Mm-hmm. Was this recording or this?
Yeah, we recording.
Okay, got
so
you.
Genesee had a crib. It was the Noble House where just all the homies would come through and record, man. Fabby, Mac Dre, whoever.
Was Tracks over there? Producer Tracks?
Tracks from the Rich?
Yeah, Tracks from the Rich. Okay.
Not at that time.
Okay,
not
got
at that time. No, he wasn't. But it was just like, man, if you had talent, art, graffiti, song,
it was a
R&B,
hip hop house.
It was a hip hop house,
right?
Yes, it was. That's the best way to describe it. So, one day I pulled up and Bern was there, man. I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, this motherfucker look like he's 40 already.
Right.
He's 20. I'm like, he's young. He's younger than me, you know. I'm like, damn, he look like a grown-ass, grown man already and conducted himself as such, too.
Yeah.
And, he had heard some of the beats and was a fan of the beats and was like, yo, I want to lock in. He was working with Jen and Haji already. We ended up coming up to the crib, man. We just locked on some humor, homie shit, man.
Yeah.
We prank calling people, goofing off, doing funny shit. He's staying on the couch, we working. I mean, we just hit it off from the gate, bro.
Right.
Honestly, from that first time he came to my house to now, we've been best friends. You know what
That's
I'm
what's
saying?
up.
It's crazy.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now I seen y'all was outside in Hawaii living. Your wifey was with you, and there I'm like, man, that's the best thing, to be with people that you love, your girl and your partners and everybody, just breaking bread, fellowshipping, and just smoking weed, getting drunk, having a good time, listening to music, all that.
And if it wasn't for him, honestly, bro, I wouldn't have a lot of those moments because he's big on the family in the moment. He'll go spend 20 bands a night to have a nice night and have a private chef, and you know what I mean, and just make sure that we're enjoying these moments too, and not just caught up in the hustle and bustle of working and getting money, and sometimes you don't stop and actually enjoy the success, and he taught me that, and he always makes sure I don't miss those moments. Bring the fam, and it's a beautiful
That's
thing.
Beautiful, blood.
Yeah,
that's really
sure.
tight. And then, because so many people got perceptions about people, and
let me tell you this, bro.
Let them know. Let them know.
He's a class act.
He
man.
is
He's a stand-up dude. He's
For
a real one. He's done more than a friend would ever have to do for me personally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to cut you off. Don't do that, kids. Journalism 101. You cut off your interviewee. I fucked up. But I didn't want to forget this. I have a problem with forgetting my question.
It's all good.
Who picks the beats? Do you help Berner pick beats, or he just got an ear to pick beats? Some people got an ear. Marv got an ear. Let me try to think of somebody else.
Ross.
Filthy Rich, Rick Ross got an ear for the beats.
Yes.
Do you help him out, or do it's just in him?
No, I think over time, I think when we first start fucking around, this was the Jack era too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the music we was doing was Jack influenced, Rob Lowe influenced. Shout to Rob Lowe. That he, Rob Lowe was the man kind of behind, the architect behind that sound. Yeah, that eerie vibe. So
that shit was sick.
That shit was special. So, Bern, he liked that sound, and I was with the eerie samples and shit too.
You had some samples, yes.
Yeah, so I think over time, that sound, he just kind of, gravitated towards. And after a while, his ear was just tuned into it. He always would pick some shit left field, like some shit that had nothing to do with like my sound. You know what I'm saying? So, he definitely got his own ear. He's a beast with the beat.
No, I'm not trying to discredit his ear, but it sound like a lot of times it sound like with his beats, especially when y'all collab, it's like you're right there. You guys are right there, and I like this. I like that. Yeah. Okay.
But he's very hands on. Yeah, he ain't gonna just take some shit because you like it.
Got you.
Nah, he gotta love it. Yeah.
Got you. You be dibbling and dabbling with the live instruments, right? Sometimes.
Sometimes I'll include some shit. Like I can't play like live instruments professionally. Like I could pick up a guitar and hit a string or two if I'm just trying to get a pluck or two in the beat. Because for me, I'm always trying to make the beat sound more sampley.
Okay.
It's not so clean and keyboardish and shit.
Right.
You know, you want to dirty the sounds up, or you want to add a live element to where it sound like, oh shit, that could have been a sample. Or like when you hear it, you be like, damn, Cos, where that sample come from? Like, no, that wasn't no sample. I created that. You know, that's the goal.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's what the
so
it's one thing to dig in the crates and find a sample, but it's another thing to make it hardy enough for people asking you, is that a sample?
Yeah, and that's what I get a kick out of, that kind of shit.
Was okay, I got a question for you. Some people's favorite song of Messy Marv is I mean, I don't know how many Messy Marv beats you did. And a lot of times people don't put the credits in the shit, but I just want to be yours.
Sample.
That was a sample.
Yeah, I forget. Fuck.
I just wanna be yours.
I don't even want to misquote. Maybe the Manhattans or some shit.
That
like
shit was
that.
going crazy.
Yeah. But I did a whole album for Mess. That's Stunners, Scrapers, and White.
Okay. My bad.
Gang. Yeah, it was when he first got out.
For sure.
Pulled up over at Live Oaks in Berkeley and shit, and.
That's a nice studio.
That's a nice studio, Mess and the Click Clack, you know, Lucci and Bill and all.
Bill, yeah. Shout out to them.
Record just got out.
Fatty Eddie.
Yeah. Fatty Eddie, Big Mo. Yeah. My guys, bro.
Hey, man, like.
I'm an honorary Fillmoe cat, man. Come on, man. That's my, you know what I mean? My
That's
guys,
your section when you come to the city for sure.
My boy Poo Poo, man, was my best friend from KO.
Okay, for sure.
He used to bring them cats to my house, man. Light skinned Gary, the twins, Piccolo.
Yeah.
All
them. That's what's
the first time they hit the bong and shit was at my crib. They pulled up in a van. I remember one time they came and picked us up in a van and took me to the O's and shit. And I'm like, in the van with all these, who the fuck are these guys?
Right.
Yeah, but Pooh, he brought me down to the O's like before,
that's what's up.
Before Joe Jingles passed away, D-Sess, Robbie G, all the OGs, bro.
For surely.
Yeah, he brought me down there, had me playing.
I didn't even know it ran that deep with you, Kyle, G.O.D. Yeah. I'm just happy that you came to fuck with me.
Yeah. You know, Tell used to have me on the Mac block.
For sure.
You know, that was my guy too, man.
Definitely. We just had Tell on here like last week, for real.
Telly was one of the first, like, because I was a Gamblers fan before I met him. Like, when you heard the Gamblers on, what was the first fucking shit JT put out, man, where they was just going.
Yeah. Telly Mac is one of the most talented rappers. Yeah, I swear, I tell him that every time.
Man, a great human, man. Yeah, straight up. Some fucking roots for everybody else.
Real talk. He ain't never been a hater.
Nah.
Some people be haters and salty. He just waiting. I be telling him, like, Tell, you one of the rawest lyricist rappers in Fillmoe history. Swear to God, you feel me? Like, just because it ain't broke, keep working, keep trying, keep striving. But just know this, my nigga. In my opinion, you up there. And every rapper that I know be like, oh, Telly Mac can rap. It don't matter where you from. He came up here with Mr. Fab, and then we interviewed him like last week. Mr. Fab was like, the nigga can rap his ass off.
Come on, bro. He used to be undefeated on them
compilations and shit.
But yeah, so I met Tell. So at that time, we was doing Killer Tay shit and JT shit.
That's what they was saying.
Zaire had put out this tape. This was the tape era still. So
it's like 97.
It was a tape with Killer Tay and JT, I think, on one side, and then they put one of my songs on the other side. It was a song called Desperado.
Okay.
Desperado, smashing the buckets, punching the throttle. It was hard, right? It was hard. And Tell, I remember I seen him in the jungle in Marin City at a show we was doing way back. Them shows used to be wild.
Man.
And Tell came like, man, I'm fucking with that Desperado shit. And I was already a fan, so ever since then we locked in, and I used to come pull up to the city, pull up to the Mo, go kick it with him in the crib. We smoke, go in front of Ella Hill, you know what I mean? Chill.
My bad.
Yeah, but at then it was cool, you know, because it was like, shit, man, I was out in the burbs by that time. I was in Marin already.
Okay, got you.
To have dudes from the city re-embrace me and shit felt good, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was
how was it working with Marv? Did you work with him? Okay, you just said you was in the studio with him.
Yeah, Marv was one of the people that made me quit my job because I always told myself, like, I was working at that time, and I always told myself, like, damn, I'll quit once I could supplement the income.
Right.
But I mean, Marv wasn't like Marv was paying me good money, bro.
Right.
I pull up and do like fucking 15 beats for $700. It wasn't like he
was trying.
That was my boy though.
Yeah, I
Young
got
Marvin Watson. That's my guy, bro.
Top.
Like we had a real relationship.
Yeah.
You know, like Quinn. Like those are my bros.
How's he working with the Quinn?
I mean, Quinn's in my top 5 all time, man. So I remember being in high school in Marin, and my boy Tim, who was going to school out there, who was from the city, was talking about the RBL record.
Yeah.
Frisco Ain't No Punk.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and he would always be talking about young Quinn and how his verse, and he's like, man, everybody in the city talking about him like he the next dude,
right.
You know? And at that time, like, I was making music, but it was like, it wasn't nothing serious.
Okay,
like,
got you.
What I used to do was get the old GLP tapes, like the Demo, the Seth tapes, like the JT shit, Dwelling in the Lab.
Mm-hmm.
And when the beat would ride out at the end, when the instrumental would be by itself, that's when I would rap. That's when I would take that and freestyle over it and try to test my voice, test my flow, and be like, damn, how do I sound on this shit?
You got a sick ass voice.
Yeah, so I would test it and I hear it back and be like, damn, I'm off beat, but my voice sound kind of cool. You know, I'd be like, because I couldn't never get on beat until I started freestyling and stopped writing. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. So that was then. Like my voice would sound cool, but I couldn't catch the beat.
Wow.
So I stopped writing and I would freestyle. Then I found the beat and then I got the voice and then I was like, all right, cool. And I, started Pops. My Pops had the forge because my Pops is a musician.
Right.
I
remember you said that in one of your Instagram posts.
He's a heavy duty musician, man. So he would get the 4 tracks and the keyboards and start making my beats. We had drum machines and he would just play piano live over the pre-programmed drum beat, and that was my beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's how I started fucking with it.
Dwelling in the lab.
Man. Yeah, but honestly, man, all the GLP shit,
that's
the shit JT was doing, 11-5, all the Frisco shit at that time, man, was so crazy, bro. TC, Reg and Race, all those guys, bro.
Right. We sitting here with Cozmo, man. It's the Wash Your Back podcast. He got the album, what's it called again? My bad,
If Tomorrow Never Comes.
If Tomorrow Never Comes, out right now. Man, Fillmoe Mike here. I remember a story in which it's with Kev, Vine, and two Quinn songs. We was in the studio. Kev pulled up, and basically he let Vine here do that for me, which Kev loves that song. I love it too.
Yeah.
And look what I done for them. Mm-hmm. And then
both recorded in my bedroom, man.
Wow, for real?
Yeah.
Man, that's so. First of all, look what I done for them is fucking hella emotional. The lyrics on that is crazy.
That shit.
And the beat is this. It gives me goosebumps to this day, bro. But
the video.
Oh man. Yeah. Shout out to Mikey Davis, man, for doing that video.
Killed that.
Yeah, he did that.
Brought
he
that
did that.
It
was perfect. It was needed. Von heard do that for me. He heard like 20 seconds, and I think Quinn says, You know what I'm saying? What's up?
God
is
the
do?
greatest.
God is
and I believe much in him.
Oh, that's look what I done for them.
Oh, you talking about do that for me?
Do that for me.
Yeah.
So he heard the beat. Man, Von turned off.
Rushing
he was like,
you at all,
I'm not. Yeah, that was hard. And then
I still want to make that my beat tag, man. I'm gonna take that and put that in front of my beat.
Oh, that's hard.
I'm not rushing you at all, Kyle.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All you need is the vocals, huh?
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah. And Von stopped it. He was like, that's what we need from the Queen. It was Chuck, Kev, they used to come in here.
Hip-hop, because they had that hip-hop.
Yeah.
Quin's a fucking lyricist, bro.
He's a hip-hop guy. You know what I'm saying? So
he needed that.
You was matching him with what he needed, man. I wanted to give your flowers on a stage, and our platform is the Watch Your Back podcast. So I just had to let you know that and tell you that story. I don't know if Kev ever told you, but Von instantly stopped it, and we were just all listening to it, and Von was like, "That's the Queen I want." When I forgot what movie was, like, nigga, when you do that, you do it like this every time. And nigga, he was and Von is hard to impress, Big Von. My bad.
Yeah, no, he is. He's not a yes man. But the thing is, with me, it was like Quinn was Jay-Z to me at that time. Like, I believe in Quinn, like, and I still believe in Quinn.
Definitely.
I
know.
Yeah, to this, you know what I mean? But at that time, like, I'd have bet the house on him, bro.
Definitely.
Like, you know what I mean? And he had such a preacher voice. The voice was just so special, man.
Right.
And some of the things he would say, like, when he was on, bro, it was just, like, magical, man. And, like, I go back and listen to The Hustle Continues, bro.
Yeah,
and
me
like
too.
the wordplay and the delivery and the fucking shit he was saying was so ahead of his time.
For real.
Bro. Like,
For real. He was rapping his
crazy.
ass off.
So, you know, man, I've
You've been around, man.
I believed in Quinn like no other, bro. You know what I mean? I still do. You know what I'm
bet.
saying? That's
For
young
surely.
brother Noomsy, man. That's our brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's what y'all call him. That's funny
it's
as
a
fuck.
good bro, man.
Definitely, man.
He calls, what does he call me? Martine Grammatica or some shit. Dog meal. I'll be like,
What
who the fuck is
nationality
dog
are
meal?
you?
Huh? I'm Italian, man.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm a few things. My mom's Italian and Jewish, and my dad's just like Swedish and English and just like white shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, it don't matter what nationality you are.
Yeah.
You always been a real nigga in my eyes.
I appreciate
And you always
that.
been a solid dude in my eyes. And you always like, even though I don't know if
Likewise,
you
man,
never
likewise.
thought that, I don't know if you know my position, but I was like an intern. Me and Kid was like interns and van drivers. But you, Berner, y'all, Will Bronson,
Yeah.
you feel me, treated us with the utmost respect, man. And I always wanted to tell you thank you for that, bro, because
course.
you made it, you gave me, niggas like, people like Box Kev, validity. Like, man, like, Cozmo know me. You know what I'm saying? It felt good, bro.
Yeah, likewise, man. Shit.
For sure.
Hey, man, you know, man, to me, it's like life is an exchange of energy, bro. So, you know, it don't matter if
Definitely.
it's the valet, the waiter, a bum,
Right.
good energy, good people, you could sense it.
You
know
want to
what I'm saying?
treat people how you treat people how you would like to be treated.
Yeah.
I definitely sense that.
Got to, yeah,
from you.
man.
Hell yeah.
Got to, man.
For surely.
I go out to eat and people are rude to the waiters and the valet. I hate that shit.
Right.
Man. It's just corny as fuck.
Nah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. That's some asshole shit.
You know what it is, bro? Is once you get in touch with the frequency, man, it's not even like, you know, not to knock like people's religion. Like, hey, man, everybody's belief is their belief. But to me, it's a universal frequency
Yes.
keeping you afloat out here, man. And it's all a part of your movement and your energy and just your, with the shit people can't see. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just a forward motion of good energy, man.
Right.
And some people don't get it. And Kyle, you too now you did it. Nah, bro, this is what karma is on my side. The universe is my
Definitely.
biggest asset, bro.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell
So,
yeah.
yeah, I'm not burning no bridges or running off on no plugs and no shit like that no time soon, bro.
Thank God for that. Man, I was going to ask you, you worked with the Jack, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I worked with the Jack, not as much as I wish I would have, man. You know what I mean?
Why not? What happened? Y'all just never linked up, or
Man, why not?
sometimes
bro?
we got a session and then it just,
I'll be honest with you,
Yeah.
bro. The last time I saw Jack, man, I was leaving the grill.
okay.
He flagged me down. I'm getting in the car, and he was with a dude. I don't know the guy's name, but he used to be with him a lot. He was like kind of like a security older guy. Jack was like, "Yo, Cos, man, I've been hearing your name a lot." And like, and we talked, and was like, "Yo, let's lock in. Let's do a project." That was our last convo, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. That was our last convo. So, actually, I did a whole Jacket album, man, with the sickness.net.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I never really spoke on this, but remember the guy Nemo from over there? He
remember
had
Nemo.
Yeah. So he had reached out, and I did a whole Jacket album, man.
Sickness.net.
Yeah, I did a whole Jacket album, man, and the guy thought I was playing with the files. Like, this is back in the days when you had to burn CD-ROM to burn the session, the Pro
Wow.
Tools session. It wasn't like it is now where you
Wow.
could just zip it and send it.
Right.
So it took me like, man, I don't know, that shit took me like a week to burn all them fucking files. And when I sent it to dude, one of the CDs was blank, so he thought I was like
Bullshit.
half stepping on trying to send the fucking files.
Right.
So he had somebody redo the whole album, bro. And this is back when like I really needed the fucking money.
Money off top.
Yeah, like, man, that shit was crazy. But he had somebody redo the album, man, and I never heard.
Oh, that's whack.
Yeah. So I had a whole Jack album produced by Kaz somewhere on Nemo. Nemo, wherever you at, man, put that
thing out, man. For real. Mm-hmm. For real. I wonder what Nemo doing now.
It's all love, man. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying? Everything's meant to be, but me and Jack was tight, bro. You know, we crack on, we joke on each other, you know what I'm saying? We did a lot of music through Burn, mainly, but man, I remember the first day I met Jack. We kicked it. We rode around West Oakland, One Drop Scott over there in 7th in the West where we used to record at.
Okay. I'd never been there.
We spent a whole day together. That's when Jack was like on his reggae vibe. He used to channel his little reggae vibe on the hooks and shit. And yeah, man, I remember the first day I met him and the last day I saw him. Man.
Damn, that's sick. Do you ever get in moods like that? Where you kind of feeling a certain way, either the way you want to rap or the way you like production style, like where you kind of like I'm in the groove where I know your signature sound is a sample, but is there any times that you kind of want to kind of like, you know, do something else or no?
I mean, I'm not a very experimental dude, man.
Got you.
I'm not gonna just wake up and I'm gonna fucking do a dance record.
Got you.
I mean, I used to so check it out.
Like Rick Rock, Rick Rock, you be saying his thing.
He's staying in his lane,
but
bro.
he be doing hella different shit.
Yeah,
and be like, there,
but it's still his shit.
It's still his shit. You right.
But so the thing is with me, like, remember like the Lady Gaga era?
Mm-hmm.
It had all the rap producers trying to go pop. All the rap producers was chasing the pop placement, doing all them beats, them 4 on the floor shit. We was all doing it, man, and that shit, it fucked up my beats, bro. As much as like I learned like different techniques and I was like, okay, it's cool, I'm doing pop records and shit, my rap beats start suffering from that shit. You know what I mean? Because now I'm just like chasing a check. Like I didn't get in this shit to do pop. I didn't fall in love with pop music, bro.
Right.
Growing up, I never liked anything but rap music, bro. Like I wasn't a kid that was listening to rock one day.
Right. You
wasn't
one of them people.
Oh, bro, the first album I was in the city. So I came from the breakdance era, you know what I mean? We had the pants with the zippers all in them. And when I first moved into the house in Noe Valley, we did the floor. We had the linoleums. We was really breakdancing.
Right, straight up.
It was real hip hop back then in the 80s in Frisco. You know, we had K-Poo, we had Home Turf, all that shit, bro.
Somebody was telling me, I don't remember Home Turf.
Come on, man.
I swear to God.
How old are you?
I'm 39.
See, that might be
it was like 92, 93.
I got about 4 or 5 years on you.
Right. It's all love.
Yeah, Home Turf Dominique.
Yeah.
That was the truth, man.
I think KIU the voice he been coming up in a lot of our I gotta get KIU the voice on here, but he the dude that be like I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah.
He the dude that be like, you wasn't there, Big Baby. And he was talking about Home Turf. And then all this time, because Big Von came up with the name Home Turf for our little Home Turf show.
Is that right?
Nigga, you took that from K-Rod.
Come on, Von.
NBC, man. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, so back then in Frisco, man, like, you didn't have, so like, hip-hop started hitting over there, you had K-Poo.
Yeah,
you know
I remember K-Poo.
So like, every Sunday K-Poo would come on.
Right.
So me and my brother, we'd sit by the fucking radio and record the radio, because that was the only way you got to hear like the East Coast hip-hop.
Right.
Was K-Poo.
Wow.
So we would record the radio shows, and that was our music. That's what we would listen to back then, was recorded versions of K-Poo.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, we start getting records and shit. You know what I mean? My brother started coming home with UTFO, Houdini, go to Clement Street, the record store up there. I don't know what it was. Streetlight, we go to Noe Valley, Streetlight Records. And he started bringing home the Houdini.
So your brother kind of put you on to hip-hop. Got you.
100%.
Got you.
That
Shout
was
out
the
to
Thriller.
Big Bruh.
My big bro. So that was the Thriller. Yeah, he was going to Everett and Hoover, and you know what I mean? He was getting laced by all the kids there. So, he came home with Houdini, came home with Lisa Colt Jam, Full Force, UTFO, the Thriller shit. Like, Thriller, I mean, I don't know if you know, in the 80s, bro, Michael Jackson, I mean, our whole walls as kids was just cut out newspaper. Yeah. Michael Jackson, my brother had the jacket, the glove, like it was a craze, bro. It was insane. You know what I'm saying? So That Thriller record, that shit just sat on the record player in our house till it warped. It just
which was better, Thriller or Off the Wall?
For me, Thriller, because that was
you.
just the nostalgia of it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Got you.
But I don't know. That's a good one. But Thriller,
because some people love Off the Wall.
That's like Illmatic or It Was Written.
Right. Yeah. Right.
It's like,
talk about that. Who's some of your? I was gonna ask you. Who's some? Do you like any new producers?
Of course.
Name some that you like.
New ones.
New ones.
New producers that I like. Shit, man. Some of them might be dudes that like aren't necessarily
really
popular.
New, huh? Okay, got you.
Some of my homies, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Yeah, but I don't want to sound cliche, but like who? Let me.
You ain't gotta name nobody. It don't matter. Yeah. Who do you fuck with? Just who in
music,
general?
Rap wise. I mean, my top 5 is a trippy top 5, right?
Okay, let's hear this.
It's cliche though. The first one, obviously Pac. Right?
Okay,
I'm a huge Pac fan, bro. Like I thought I was the 5th outlaw. Like that's who. Honestly, the Outlaws was one of my biggest inspirations because I always loved the lyricalness of the East Coast shit, but I always loved the gangster shit of the underground shit of the Bay.
And the West Coast shit, yeah.
So I was like a combo of that. So when I heard Pac, and they had the like East Coast flow, and they were sounding like Nas and AZ, the Outlaws. They had the high pitched voices. I was like, man, that shit was phenomenal to me.
Right.
So I used to try to like mock that flow. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And like Noble would be like, "Gosh, you like an unofficial outlaw." Like Pac would have definitely fucked with you. Like when I first Killer Tay, we was in LA, and when I first did a song with Edie Amin, I remember Tay. I couldn't believe Tay was gonna let me get on that record. It was on the Snake Eyes, Thug Living, Thug Living, drug dealing, slug pilling,
off top.
But, you know what I mean? And I remember just writing, like sitting in the cut, like because Edie was there.
Okay,
you know Edie and Big G from the Outlaws at that time. And we was actually in Rodeo and Joe Cooley's studio in L.A.
Wow.
And I remember just writing like I was writing like Pac was about to hear.
Off top.
Edie was right there, and he kept saying, "Man, I hear you over there, man. I hear you over there." I'm like, "Yeah."
I'm trying to get paid. I'm trying to get $1 billion off this verse.
Yeah, so you know, obviously being who I was, like a young white kid, you know, I had to make sure there was a reason they was fucking with me.
Right.
You know. Wasn't like, you know,
so no bullshit. We ain't gonna name no
like
names.
I was just a ride, like the drive. Nah, it's like I was
like you were the driver.
Yeah, I wasn't the driver, the runner.
Right. Nah, you was on there to.
They actually fuck with me. Yeah, and
exactly.
Tay, man, honestly, bro, like I can't give enough flowers to Killer Tay, bro, because he embraced me. Like, well, it started with my boy Tack from 5150. He introduced me to Tay, and Tay was
the
like,
nigga at that
bro,
time, too.
at that time, man, and he shared his platform with me, bro, and put me on like 7 songs on the Snake Eyes album.
Definitely.
I seen him walk on.
Cozmo.
Yeah, my boy Tack gave me that name. I got that name on 3rd Street, bro. We was over on Quisada at Reg and Race.
Okay.
Reg and Race, I don't know if you know who they are, but they're legendary musicians and producers from The Point.
Okay.
Was behind a lot of that 11-5 shit.
Got you.
Shit like that back then. Not sure 11-5, but like Cold World Hustlers. They was working with everybody.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, Tack. You know that was a studio we used to work out of a lot. It was right on Quisada and 3rd. You know, right across from the mosque right there.
Okay, yeah.
They had the all night liquor store right there with the hot links and shit.
Yeah,
right
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Cusada now they got it blocked off.
I heard.
You seen that?
Crazy.
They got it looking many over there, man.
I spent many days over there, bro. Some serious goonery coming through there. Little Dang, Ready B.
Right. Straight up.
Fucking B&T.
Off top.
You know, Sleep Dank, Sleep Tight. Sleep Tight. Shore of You Shine.
Yeah.
Some serious dudes.
For real.
Herm, all them cats used to be over there.
Definitely.
I used to be there and just was like, just a fly on the wall, but I was actually working, but like still just happy to be a part of the culture. And like these was dudes I grew up listening to and like, you know, idolizing as a kid. You know, the Quins and the JTs.
Right.
These were our idols. These were my idols, bro.
Definitely.
So back to saying who I fuck with musically, like I got Pac.
Yeah.
I got Nas.
Yeah.
I got Quinn. This is my top 5.
Got you.
I got Yuck.
And
I got Common.
Wow, Common. Over Most Def and Talib?
Hell yeah.
Wow, I always thought
Fuck yeah.
Common was whack.
Common will still beat you up.
I don't know about that.
Common is still not you, but I'm saying like Common the righteous dude, but he from Chicago, man.
Nah, no, I'm
Don't
fucking
play
with
for the South Side of Chicago, bro.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up. That's a crazy list.
It's a crazy list.
That's a crazy list.
Yuck, one of my favorites.
Man, I was gonna ask you because Yuck. Somebody put up a post. It was like, but Yuck don't get enough flowers. But Yuck was like. He was up there, blood. Like, bro, Yuck for that Godzilla album, I was listening to that like, blood, man, he was about gassing.
Lunatic music, the Looney.
Oh, yeah, that was cool. He was going stupid on that. He was like a art. To me, he always reminded me of like a Corrupt for the Bay.
Man, his flows, man, the way he crammed the words.
The disciple with the rifle in my hand, with the Bible. That nigga was going crazy.
Fuck, bro. Yuck in his prime.
And that what was that album? He had the two. It was a. Nah, not the two. The two was it the?
Oh no, yeah, the Albulation.
The Albulation,
bro, the double album.
The double album was going crazy.
Come on, in his intros and his outros,
man.
Shit used to be insane,
he was
bro.
Sick.
The Revelations. You don't remember that record, The Revelations?
I do remember that. He was
My
going
daddy's
stupid.
Gerald, you gotta be somewhere in this world, man.
He was going crazy.
Rich He was a gigolo living in Marin.
He was going, bruh. He could rap. I remember Yuck Mouth. He was at one point. I didn't like his voice at first, right? I was like, he sounds too.
Well, he switched his voice. When he Looney's flow, he was a higher pitch. When he did Albulation, he came with the thugged out.
Yeah, he was going crazy, bud. Shout out to Yuck Mouth. Yuck Mouth, I gotta get you on this motherfucker. I already hollered at network.
I gotta do some music with Yuck and Quinn, man.
For surely.
Yuck, yeah. But Quinn too, man. Like Quinn, those guys, what it was to me, they were advanced Bay artists. Like they didn't have lyrical, bro. It wasn't like it wasn't the ABC flow.
Yeah.
It was like the shit Quinn was saying, like Hustle Continues and Live and Direct on those albums, bro. Mm-hmm. Shit was like Bibles to me, bro.
Nah.
And still, like I hear Hustle Continues and the shit he was saying, the way it's still mind-boggling.
Yeah, it is.
It's still, I try to channel back to like, damn, what was this dude going through it? Like, what was he thinking at this time? He was so young,
was sick,
bro.
And
his vocab was fucking crazy.
It was sick.
Yeah. But you know, it's like street cats in Frisco would be smart because the schools out here, like you'll learn a lot of shit.
That's true. Shout out to the San Francisco Unified School District. I went to Sutro, Roosevelt, Gateway High School, but I graduated from Richmond High. Anyway, back to Cozmo and this motherfucker. We got your rappers. How about your producers?
I like Jake One, man.
Okay. Seattle kid.
I like Jake.
He's hard.
One of my favorite producers,
he was hard,
bro. And just the way he conducts himself in the industry, so non-industry, man. Just does his thing, stays out the way.
Got you.
Jake One, I really, really fuck with, man. I really like Just Blaze too, man.
Just Blaze.
Yeah, you know. True. Oh, but let me speak on the Bay producer who's the GOAT to me that doesn't ever get mentioned.
Who?
Can you think who I'm thinking of? Who's the one of the dopest?
Ski? Okay.
He gets mentioned.
Okay.
He's still in the...
Who don't get mentioned? Tracks from Richmond.
I mean, Tracks is super dope.
Genesee?
I'm talking about someone way back, but... Yeah, Trax and Genesee, those guys are incredible. Those are my brothers.
Okay.
Trax doing a lot of burn shit now,
give
too.
Me two more. I'm going to get two more guesses. Rob Lowe?
And that's not who I'm referring to, but he's a GOAT. He's definitely a GOAT. Inspired my shit. Go back further.
Go further?
Yeah. Not my era.
Okay, so we going to say...
Come on, bro.
What's his name? Not One Drop Scott, but
that's my mentor.
Big. What's the dude that used to do stuff for the Loonies?
Tone Capone. Those are both my mentors.
Okay,
Drop and Tone.
Okay, my bad. Who?
Kyrie.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Man.
Kyrie's excellent,
bro. The Young Lay album, bro. Go listen to that album, Young Lay.
Okay, I will.
Have you studied that album?
I never studied the album. No, have you studied the album, Dorothy?
Young Lay, and it got one of the craziest Pac verses ever on that shit.
Okay, for surely. Which one is it? What's the album? I'm gonna
Black and Dangerous.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I heard a Young Lake.
So you know what happened? His whole story is crazy. They kidnapped his kids. They burnt the house down.
That was on Unsolved Mysteries?
Yeah.
Got you.
But now, check it, bro. That album is a Bay classic. That album is a Bay classic.
Put me on the game. Niggas gonna be laughing like, you don't know that album?
Know Kyrie did all check. Mac Dre, early Mac Dre
I remember
shit.
that, yep.
Mac Mall, Mac Dre,
all that shit.
Young Lay.
Yep.
So what was so dope about his shit is like, I don't know if you remember like the early Ice Cube albums, but like there was no breaks in between the songs. He'd had the skits, and it would lead to the next song. There was no downtime on the album. There was no blank space.
Right.
So Kyrie used to do that. In between, he'd had the interludes, the Mac theme, and like these little interludes and guitar shit to where each song would lead to the next song, bro. And like I'm such a fan of that shit.
Right.
Because it's like, damn, this is like,
it don't stop.
I don't know, man. Wherever Kyrie's at, man, he's
you trying to get there.
I mean, man, I just want to give him his props.
Definitely.
He created some of the dopest shit ever to come out the Bay.
Definitely.
And you don't never hear
he'll never get
name.
it. He'll never get his credit.
Name.
Yeah, for real. That's
all the other dudes
that's
you
a
name,
good one.
They're all goats to me and dope, but you hear about them or they're my homies.
Nah, you trying to get somebody their flowers that don't normally get them. Why they can get them.
Kyrie's that guy, bro.
Definitely. That's good to know, man. Hey, sitting here. Oh, I got a question before we get up out of here, Cozmo. Do you find it, or when you first started rapping, this is going to be a stereotypical question because you're a white rapper.
Yeah.
Was it difficult to, not like fit in, but did you find it hard to break stereotypes, or was you just like, man, I'm just going to do me, and if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, fuck you.
Man, I was so inspired and so heavily indulged in the black music culture.
Yeah.
At that time, you probably couldn't tell me anything.
Okay.
Like I didn't even know the difference. Like growing up in Frisco as a kid in the 80s, going to Grattan, and then, you know, hanging out with who I was hanging out with, going to the Page Street Boys Club.
Yeah. Ernest Ingle.
All my friends, you know, at that time were, you know, a majority of them were young black kids, you know what I'm saying? Gotcha. And man, you know, it was like I didn't know the difference at that time. Right. Until I got a little older, you know, and, you know, you grow up, you using the N-word and Frisco like it's dude. Like, you know, like it's no different back then. Right. Nobody tells you at 3rd and 4th grade that the N-word's racist. You don't even know yet. You know what I'm saying? So, or it could be racist depending on who's using it. Right, exactly. And it's just like blood or dude, you know what I mean? Like people hear blood and they think it's some gang shit, but in Frisco, that was just like
that's
dude,
how we talk, right?
So if you didn't grow up in that era, it might be hard to understand. But for me, man, it was like, it was almost worked in my benefit because it was like, you know, as a white rapper, you know, as much as you want to be able to get away with, you know, using the N-word, you'd be like, damn, it sounds perfect in this song. It fits perfect. Right.
You're not crazy. It's matching up.
Yeah, so, you know, as a kid, I'd be lying and saying if I didn't used to use it, like, you know, in my songs and shit like that. But by the time I was like 19, 20 and put out my first album, I had it bleeped out anywhere I was using it. And I got to a point where I was like, yeah, nobody's ever checked me about it, but it's like you got to get to a point where like you know better. You know, as a human, you just like, it's just corny,
right?
You know, or it's just, you know.
I try not.
Hey, man, some people, or it might not be corny. Like you got kids that's really in that environment and growing up, and that's them. And hey, man, it is what it is. But for me, I felt like being a white rapper in the way I rapped, because I wouldn't say I was a white rapper like musically. I was a white rapper technically, right? But I don't feel like I ever made white rap music.
Got you.
Like my goal was for people to hear my shit and not know if I was white. You know what I mean? Because not to offend any white rappers and shit like that, but like growing up, that voice, like you hear a white voice on an album and you be like, it's like an out of key singer or something. Like you like, oh shit, that's not the real deal. Right. Like you know why people liked who's our homie Bobby Caldwell that did the What You Won't Do for Love, right? Whoever knew he was a white guy until he died. Right. And people were like, yo, that was a white dude we was listening to all this time. Right. So I feel like my music has that kind of effect.
Got
Where if you didn't know me or see me, you wouldn't know you was listening to a white dude.
Do you sometimes use, and we're going to let you get up out of here in a second, Kaz. I know you got a show tomorrow. We're going to talk about your show, too.
You brought me way out here, man. We got another hour. We're going to do another hour and this motherfucker with you.
Do you sometimes utilize your production skills to, like, get maybe not get on a verse, but you kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got in the back of your mind, like, man, let me just do this.
That's why I started producing.
Got you.
Because I knew as a white, even just a rapper in general, fuck the white part,
right?
Just a rapper in general, you can't approach your favorite rapper and be like,
I want to rap with you.
Yeah, because like I was always that dude that was very conscious of being a cornball. So it's like,
me too. Yeah,
I'm not doing nothing. Even if I sat in the studio with Dr. Dre and didn't rap and like, shit like that.
You was in the studio with Dre?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple days.
Wow.
Yeah, Dre told me we was doing some writing for Ron Artest. We was working on a song for Ron, and Dre come in the studio.
World Peace out here got 6 seats.
Yeah, he brought this was after they won the championship in L.A.
Okay,
we end up in Dre's studio that night.
For sure.
I got your boy with me too.
Okay, for sure.
So I put your boy in front of Dre. And told your boy spit 16 for Dre.
Off top.
I did. I said, Dre, this is one of the hardest young rappers on the West Coast.
Wow.
Boy, he spit him. He spit too.
Yeah, he do. Dre. And your boy got a style where his voice and kind of like his personality help his rhyming.
Dre left us in the studio overnight. Me, your boy, my boy Q made the beat, who made it all happen for us. But so we was doing some writing for Ron and I'm just being fly on the wall. We in the studio with Dre. I'm not trying to overstep my boundary. I'm just watching, listening. And Dre come in the room. He like, man, if y'all ain't going, he said, man, y'all sucking up expensive air right now.
Ooh.
He said, if y'all ain't gonna help with this shit, then get out. If y'all ain't, he wanted help. I'm like, damn, you want help? I'm just being cool. So I gave Ron a line. He said, Dre, look at me. I swear, this, my kids. He look at me and go, you need to speak up more. And I get that shit rung in my head always to this day. It's like, I probably
hey, did he say it like this? You need to speak up more. Ring, ding, dong. No, I'm joking.
Nah, but he was like, you know.
Keep the heads freaking.
And then the next day when I came through, he got up from across the room and greeted me. It was like, me and Dre hit it off pretty cool, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, we hit it off. But, yeah, you know, man, I've always been like mega humble with my shit. You almost gotta pry it out of me, like I'm not gonna.
Sometimes that gets you. You never know what that do for you or whoever. Because sometimes
I like the element of surprise.
Sometimes people want like me to be hella like, bro, you gotta go harder, bro. But it just be like, bro, like kind of me doing what I'm doing has gotten me to where I'm at now. And if I kind of switch it up, I'm gonna be in an area in the zone that I don't really I'm not comfortable being in. I'd rather for someone kind of like what happened, bro. We need you. Than me just going out there to act like I know everything.
Yeah, man. I mean, my thing is always better when they knocking on your door when you knocking on theirs, you know. And then for me, I like the element of surprise because if like I'm coming to you and I'm telling you, Mike, my album is the best album since fucking sliced bread. It's the best thing since sliced bread, or it's better than Nas, or it's better than Pac, and you hear it and it's good, but it's not better than that. You're gonna be like, nah. But if I come to you humbly and I'm like, yeah, it's cool, it's pretty, you know, check it out, and you hear it and it's
gonna be
great,
bigger. Yeah.
You're gonna feel like, oh, you just got that diamond ring in a big box that you wasn't expecting. You know?
Sure.
So I've always liked the element of surprise, man. Not to like downplay my own shit, but kind of like, you know, just the shock value of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of being in the studio and something like, damn, Cozmo, I didn't even know. You know?
Yes.
And so I think, you know, even back then, like, man, JT, I got to give a shout to JT, man, because he put me on a lot of albums back then, bro.
Right.
He used to fuck with me heavy and embrace me, had me pulling up to hotels and studios and dropping 16s. And,
right.
You know, he was really, he believed.
You want to work, you going to work.
He believed in me back then, too, man. You know what I mean? To put me on all those albums. And, you know, we had our own, it was a genuine relationship, bro.
For surely.
So, the Killer Tays, the JTs, the Quins,
Shout out
the
to Killer
Mars,
Tay, man.
Telly Max,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? The Berners, Genesis. These are all the Tone Capones, the One Drops.
Damn.
These are all people that really believed in me to play the hand in where I'm at today. You
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Watch Your Back podcast is Fillmoe Mike. We finna get up out of this thing. Swear to God, last question. When they did, I forgot it was Berner and Alchemist. Was it Berner and Alchemist? No, it was Larry June and Alchemist. Excuse me. Anyway, I got mixed up. But didn't you perform at Cookie's Christmas last year or something?
So it was a year or two ago.
Yeah, I see you before, blood.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen you before. I was like, look at my nigga Cos. I need to get on there and be his hype man or something.
Yeah, this year, man, you're going to see some shows, man, because people been hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? They've been hitting me up.
Okay.
Book me for some shit. So,
Cos, I don't want to get in your business and all.
Please.
I don't want the IRS on you.
Please.
What's the most you ever got for a beat?
I mean, I just did a Kodak record. Well, I was part of a Kodak record with a few of my homies.
Okay.
That check
was nice.
The most. Yeah, but it didn't all go to me. We
Gotcha.
split it a few ways, but that check was the biggest check that I seen for a beat.
Wow.
And it was like
six
what?
6 figures?
No, hell no.
Okay.
What's 6 figures? 100,000?
Yeah, at
Fuck
least.
no, I ain't never got that for a beat.
Right.
No.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do y'all do it up front or is it a back end thing?
With major labels, it's always a back end thing.
Gotcha.
They pay you after the shit come out. You got to track them down. You got to hunt them down. It took me 2-3 years. I'm still waiting on fighting
checks?
to get paid. Yeah, I'm waiting on checks 2 years from 2 years ago.
Oh, shit, damn. Stay out the music business, kids.
Hey, I'm going to say this.
Let them know before we go.
Until music can be your primary source of income, you got to keep a side hustle, man, because I feel like that way you can do the music you want to do. You know, because back when I was doing it, I was at the mercy of the dollar because I was paying my bills. I had a kid. I had an apartment.
Right.
I didn't really have my weed hustle cracking.
Right.
So that was my main source of income. Mm-hmm. So, like, you know, I'm selling Marv 15 beats for $1,200.
Right.
Fresh out.
Right. You just like, man, whatever, come on, man. Bro. I need the money.
I gotta pay my rent tomorrow.
Yeah. Say no.
Yeah. So I'm dealing with the pimps and the players. Man,
right.
Paying. You know, I had a few nice clients and shit back then, but they ain't around like that these days. You don't got those dudes that's just paying mad money to help you write and produce they shit because. You know, now you got the internet, they could snatch a beat off YouTube.
Right, yeah, that's
$30 is fire, you know what I'm saying? So it's tough. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, I say less than not quite 20,000.
Okay.
Less than 20.
Okay.
But I'd say, you know, the things with the beats is where you're publishing, you make the good money over time. So I did a record for Wiz Khalifa, King of Everything, and that shit went gold. And over time I probably made you know, that might have
still keep coming. It's residual
it
too,
went
right?
Gold, so I'd say in due time that record I'll probably make over 6 figures off it when it's all said and done.
That's what kids get in the music business. Hey man, thank you, man. We got to get up out of here, Cozmo. I want to thank you. I want to wish you much success for 2024 and beyond. And
appreciate
tell
it,
your
man.
people, tell Tony Butcher I said what's up. And tell DJ Teflon I want to get him on the podcast and Berner and
man, we gotta
Stingy.
get Guy Holly up here, man.
Oh yeah, Holly. Oh, that's
Holly
my
love
nigga,
you, bro.
Oh, Holly, bro, Holly.
Listen,
I'm gonna
Holly
get
was
you on
supposed
there.
to come, man. And listen, man, Holly don't get his flowers enough either.
Definitely
man,
don't.
You know what I mean? He being a young brother from Richmond, man, and the stuff he doing with the acting, bro. Me and him had we had the theme song to the Black Lightning show.
Oh yeah, that was y'all.
That was his pops. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, Holly got a dope story, man. And aside from that, he one of the most solid brothers you gonna meet.
Hella super solid. I love Holly, bro. Holly Wally. He super solid, and I remember when I gotta get Holly. I got hella stories on Holly.
I talk to him every 10 times a day. That's my boy.
That's what's up. Tell him I say what's up, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe to the Watch Your Back podcast. I'm out this thing. Peace.
Peace.